Now with everyone on the same page, we can get things rolling. 3D Experience SOLIDWORKS offers powerful 3D modeling capabilities for every level of designer to create manufacturable components and assemblies. So let's jump over to Dan. To create an ergonomic board for the shredder, Dan navigates the platform interface over to access his favorite design tool, SOLIDWORKS. Inside SOLIDWORKS, Dan searches for the project. A keyword search for the term shredder will bring up all relevant documents. Convenient filters allow him to narrow his search to only top-level assemblies, making it easy to find what he's looking for. Since he won't be editing any existing components, Dan uses the slider to choose the lightweight mode, which decreases the time required to open the project and also improve the performance of the assembly. Dan hides components he doesn't need to allow him to focus on the design. Creating a new component in context of the assembly is easy. Just give it a name and confirm. This allows Dan to create a new board component while referencing existing components in the assembly. In many cases, creating components like this board starts with hand-drawn sketches. In 3D Experience SOLIDWORKS, we can import these sketched images and resize them to specific dimensions. This is a great starting point for the board design. Dan starts by constructing a standard spline. Since the rider will be interacting directly with this object, understanding the curvature is critical to a positive rider experience. Dan turns on curvature combs to gain deeper understanding of the board's ergonomics, but finds that controlling the spline can be challenging. He converts it to a style spline, which allows him to create relationships to construction entities, making it easy to get the exact shape he's looking for. A simple arc can be used to create the profile for the swept surface. Dan continues to use the sketch picture as a guide for another sketch. This will be used to trim the new surface for the desired top profile. He then thickens the surface to create a solid. He then applies an ABS plastic material as he expects this part to be injection molded. Not only does this material give the board a more lifelike appearance, but also adjusts the physical properties, which can be used to measure the weight, gain accurate design from the virtual tests, and more. Injection molded parts require draft, which can be applied during feature creation or later in the design process. This same sketch can be used several times to create other features, such as these through holes for the mounting hardware. These edges are sharp. Dan rounds them off using the fillet tool. The selection helper gives Dan intelligent choices of groups of edges he may want to also fillet, saving a lot of time. Dan explores options to add grip to the board to reduce the risk of the rider slipping. A grip tape sticker, similar to what's used on a skateboard, is a cost-effective solution. The surface flattening tool in 3D Experience SOLIDWORKS shows where the sticker may bunch up or not cover the board properly. However, grip tape may not be the best solution if the shredder is used in rainy or wet conditions. Since the board is expected to be injection molded, another option Dan explores is to add physical extrusions to the surface. This would be a tedious and time-consuming chore if he had to create individual extrusions. In 3D Experience SOLIDWORKS, Dan drags a 3D texture onto the face of the part. He can adjust the 3D texture sliders in order to refine the texture until he's happy with the result. Now that the board design is complete, Dan communicates his work to the rest of the team by saving it to the 3D Experience platform. He no longer needs to reserve the board, so he chooses to release the reservation on save. Finally, Dan changes the maturity of the board to frozen for review. The 3D Experience platform helps Dan manage his changes and also facilitates working in a collaborative environment. For example, Eric is tasked with changing how the rider will steer the shredder. Dan only reserved the board components, which means that Eric was able to take and make changes to other areas of the assembly at the same time. Let's now move on to the assembly design and virtually validate the motion of the new steering mechanism.